Hello! Quick bump shot. My friend, who's a homeschool mum like me and a farmer, so she's been studying me like you study a sheep. She says my belly's dropped. She says he was right under your boobs before. And I think he has dropped because before when I could feel him kicking it up here, now it's like here. And I've got this sensation of like feeling like my belly's pulling down. So according to the midwives, it's my due date today, 40 weeks today. But according to me, I'm 38 weeks and something. But I'm in so much pain, it's unreal. These Braxton Hicks are getting ridiculous, they really hurt. And I thought, well, you know, at least it'll be a quick labour. But then I googled it last night and it said practice contractions don't necessarily mean you could have a quick labour. It just means you've had a lot of kids before, or, you know, you've got an irritable uterus, or it's just your uterus toning, getting ready, it's your body getting ready. But I'm definitely ready now, I think, because it hurts when I walk now. And I keep getting it, and there's so much pressure down there. And I'm tired, and I'm ratty. And if one more person says to me, no baby yet, when I'm out in the street, I won't be held responsible for my actions. And this is the only pregnancy where I've had dead bad practice contractions like this. And this is the only pregnancy I've felt this tired. But I felt tired throughout this whole pregnancy, so it's probably just characteristic of this particular pregnancy. But part of me feels like this is going to happen really fast, and part of me thinks, because I feel so exhausted from all the practice contractions already, and because I'm so naffed off now, that I'm not going to cope well with the labour. So I'm hoping I will. And especially because I lost the last baby, I know how lucky I am to be pregnant. So when I don't enjoy the end, I then feel guilty as well as, which isn't good, on top of everything else. I tell you what happened today though. Because I've been feeling tired and ratty and everything hurts, and I've got things to worry about, like a family member who I need there when I have a baby is not available for a few days. So I keep thinking, what if I have the baby until, you know, before they're available, because I've got lots of things to worry about like that. And plus I don't actually know if I'm having a home birth or not. I know I said I decide on the day, but I've seen people who are further gone than that are the same far gone as me, and their midwife has already delivered like a home birth package of all the equipment they need in case they give birth. I've had nothing like that. And last time I heard, she was going, oh well, the home birth service has been suspended till the 4th of October. If you give birth before the 4th, we're not coming out to you. Well, it's the 11th now and I've not heard anything. So it's like, is a home birth on the cards or not? Am I going to be told at the last minute, no, you've got to go to the hospital? And then I'm faced with a decision, aren't I? Do I just do it unassisted? Do I knock up the man down the street who's a first responder and ask him to come and have a look at my bits? Or do I go to the hospital? So because I've got all that to worry about, plus from being achy and tired and generally irritable, I've been letting people's negative comments get to me. It's like last week when I nipped to work. It's the first time I've been to work for about a year and a half because of COVID, and my boss didn't know I was pregnant, and she was unspeakably rude about my baby, and people have been unspeakably rude, and it's only my 5th, Some people have been nice, but in general they've been rude, and I was letting it get to me. I just was, because I was failing to keep it into perspective that it's none of their business, just because I am feeling so ratty and vulnerable at the minute. Went on a large family group on Facebook, and you see people saying all the time that they've had to keep the pregnancy secret because people are horrible about it. But there was one particular woman, and I think it's okay for me to say as long as I don't say who she is or anything, but the one particular woman, she was pregnant with a fifth, but they were going to keep it a secret because when she'd announced a fourth, it's only a fourth, she'd had some really nasty comments, including family members telling her to have an abortion and stuff. And this is the thing with the husband's family, because they was horrible about it. We've just had to take a step back from him because he's just moved, the baby's just moved. Because if anything had gone wrong or is going to go wrong, I wouldn't be able to take their full sympathy after hearing how they really feel about it. So anyway, I was feeling dead down, just like in general. And then I went on a homeschool meet up today, and the mother was, who just told you about the farmer, so my boss is tears in a minute. She gave me this. I'll hold it right up so I'm in shot. I mean, people have been dead kind and gave me stuff, like the lady from the co-op gave me some baby clothes, and Tony from the channel Big Family Home Ed gave me some baby clothes and some cloth nappies. But they didn't want any more, which I was really grateful for. My mum's bought the steriliser, but she's only just done it. But my friend, nearly said folks' names, my friend, she's been out and bought him something, and I was just like, she got him a little fleecy baby grow up with dinosaurs on it. I'm gonna cry. Pregnant, everything makes me cry. Because she said her lad lived in dinosaurs when he was a baby. And then she bought me this lovely, lovely box lot, and it's got like a knitted set in it. Oh, so great. I'm just dead touched, it's just dead nice. She's, that she's actually gone out and bought him something. Sorry. I didn't cry in front of her. I thought I might, but I didn't. It's just dead nice that she's thought of him. You know how most people are like, oh, it's a fifth. Shouldn't your husband have a vasectomy? How many kids you got now? You're giving me one of those people who just pops babies out all the time. Sorry. It deserves to be celebrated, and I was just really touched, and I'm really happy that she's done that. Oh, and it was a surprise, so I weren't expecting it. See, crying. Oh dear. What was I saying? It's Monday. I've got midwife Wednesday, but I'm not going. Because my last appointment was pointless, because she just measured, see, I've got that pressure feeling again. My last appointment was pointless because she measured my belly. You know how she's already tried to send me for 2 growth scans. I went to 1, which was pointless, but she already tried to send me to 2. She was like, oh, if your belly grows any bigger, I'll have to send you for another growth scan. And it's like, why? This close to delivery, when, growth scans are notoriously inaccurate anyway. And am I now at the stage where he should be putting £0.5 a week on, so my belly's going to get bigger? Why? And then she starts saying, because they think I'm further gone than what I think I am, she starts going, oh, when you come to your next appointment, you'll be 40 weeks and 2 days. We'll have to start talking about sweeps and inducing you. I don't want that worry on top of everything else. I don't want to feel like a time bomb, like I've got to give birth to this baby now or they're going to interfere with me. No. So that's another thing with these groups on Facebook, isn't it? My home ed friend today was telling me about one where this woman had been, it was a 6th day at the hospital. Well, one, I haven't got 6 days to sit in the hospital, and that'd be my idea of hell anyway. 2, if you've been fiddled about with for 6 days in the hospital, see he's moving again, 6 days in the hospital, being injected with stuff, and the baby's still not coming out, and your body's screaming, no, I'm keeping hold of this baby, it's not ready to come out yet. See, I'm ranty, aren't I? like I didn't have YouTube before I had my daughter, but the day before I gave birth to my daughter, I go God Almighty rant on my Facebook page about how she was never going to come out, and I was angry and achy, and I was sick of folks saying no baby yet, this pregnancy is never going to end. And then I had her the very next day, so you never know. Might go into labour as soon as this video is done. But I will put it on YouTube and have the baby, but this will be my last port of call because it's the hardest thing to do. So if you want to find out in real time, Facebook and Instagram, you better bet. I've not got much else to say really, apart from people have let folk get to me, and then that lovely gesture turned me the other way, where I was like, they're really lovely. And I'm achy and I've got pressure and everything hurts. And also the nearer you get to birth, especially when you've been told from day one by midwives about you got that worry and all, I can't wait to have him and meet him and hopefully everything will be alright. And I bet you can't wait for these pregnancy updates to be over. This channel's become very baby centric. I've done lots of homeschool videos, but they're all collaborations, and I was worried that if I had the baby I'd forget to do them, and I don't like to say I'm going to do something and then not do it. So I've set them all as premiere, like days in advance, a couple of weeks in advance. So I'm sorry if that's annoying for people, because it does annoy me if somebody's channel keeps popping up saying premiere and you can't watch it yet, and then you end up missing them anyway. Was I going to say anything else? I think that little drawer under the cot we bought, I finally poured his bed and his clothes in there. So we're ready. I'm ready. I ain't got my cot mattress yet, but it'll be in the Moses basket to start with anyway. So that's not urgent, is it? Oh, there's probably loads of other things I should be saying, but I can't think what they are. So yeah, hopefully this is the last pregnancy update. Hopefully I'm not going to do another one in about 2 weeks, moaning that they're threatening to induce me and the pregnancy's never going to end and stuff like that. But I don't honestly think I will still be pregnant in a week's time. But we shall see. What was I going to say? See, it's gone. It's gone. Oh, God. The nerves. See, that's the other worry with midwives judging me about state of arse. I'm doing my best, but it hurts. And they won't understand that. So yeah, I'm going to cancel midwife appointment Wednesday. You don't see the point. That's the other thing. I'm starting to wake up in the morning starving. And my home ed friend said that she was like, I've never been like that before, but she says with her last one she was like that. The last week or so being pregnant, she used to wake up in the night or in the morning starving, and she thought it was your body trying to save reserves for labour. Oh, I had a bath yesterday. That's not news, by the way. I've had a bath. I do have baths, but I probably need a crane to get me out of the bath yesterday. I remember when I was pregnant with my second kid, Beanie, he was massive and I was massive, and it got to a point at the end where I was too wide to sit up in the bath. That's how big I was. And it got to a point where I says to the husband, I says, I can't fit in the bath, you're going to have to start hosing me down in the garden or something. If I get you any bigger. Oh. And I know, like, I moan that people have been negative about this pregnancy, but none of you lot have. You lot have all been lovely. So thank you for being lovely, and thank you for listening to my rants and moans and generally being nice to me about it. So hopefully we'll have a baby soon.